Hi guys, it's Allison. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever. I think I only missed a week. I think it was only 1 week, but it feels like forever. Things just got really crazy in my life and just kind of exploded for a while there. So I've been really busy. So time is kind of a weird concept right now, but it's definitely a good thing. Work is awesome, so that's good. So if I don't post on here, it's not a bad thing. It just means that I've been working a lot, which is a good thing. But this week it's Sunday and I have Sunday off today, so I decided to sit down and film a video for you guys. Earlier in the week, I was reminded by Facebook memories that a year ago this week, I posted a beauty questions tag. And I went back and I watched it, and it's pretty funny to me. I feel like I look a lot younger. In reality, I look exactly the same, but I feel like anytime I go back and watch things from my past, even if it's just a couple months ago, I'm like, oh, little fetus Allison! Even though it's just been like a couple months from filming to editing to completion to you seeing it. I don't know, it feels like a huge journey to me. Anyway, I watched it and I realized a lot of the answers to those questions have changed for me in the years since I filmed it. So I decided to go ahead and redo it for you guys. So enjoy this updated beauty questions tag. Let's hop right in. Alright, so the first topic is skincare. How many times a day do you wash your face? I wash my face twice a day. I do it once in the morning. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. It's a nice way to start the day. And then I do it again at night. Yeah, so twice a day. What type of skin do you have? I think I've officially crossed over into oily skin. I think last year I said combination because at the time I was still getting little bouts of eczema in random places on my body. But I actually didn't deal with that this winter, which is amazing. So I think I'm officially just flat out oily skin now. What is your current facial wash? So I use two different ones. In the morning I use Dark Angels by Lush, and at night I use Clear Days Ahead by Philosophy. Do you exfoliate? Yes, I firmly believe that you should exfoliate at least twice a week. My morning face wash, which is Dark Angels from Lush, it's made with black sugar, so it's a very gentle exfoliant. But then about once or twice a week, I like to go in for a little bit of a deeper exfoliation, and I use the self-preserving ocean salt, which is also from Lush. What moisturizer do you use? I use this one. This is the Clear Days Ahead Moisturizer by Philosophy. Do you use eye cream? Yes, I do. This is what I use. This is the Tarte Maracuja Sea Brightening Eye Treatment. So that's what I use. If you didn't know, you're supposed to start using eye cream when you're 16. I think I started using it when I was about 14 or 15. And the reason for that is the skin around your eyes is some of the most sensitive skin on your body. It's also one of the areas where your skin is the thinnest. So that's why you start to see signs of aging around your eyes first. So definitely hop on that eye cream train if you haven't already. Do you have / did you ever have acne prone skin? Yes. For me it was never horrible, but definitely when I was a teenager, I had pretty good skin, but I would definitely get little breakouts every now and then. And even to this day, it's gotten better as I've gotten older, but even now, it's not unusual for me to have a little pimple pop up every now and then. It's been pretty good the past couple months. I had a huge stressor leave my life at the end of January, and since then, I've not broken out a single time, so I'm just kind of crossing myself and praying that that continues. Did you ever use Proactiv? Yes, I did. I started it when I was 13 or 14, and my skin had just started to break out a little bit, and it was not horrible. Looking back on it, it was not bad at all. But in the moment, to me, especially since I was involved in the entertainment industry, it felt like it was the end of the world. Because that was a huge source of insecurity for me, was my skin. And so I was doing everything I could to get that perfect skin that everyone thinks they're supposed to have, but really that's just airbrushing, and I'm aware of that, and I was then too, but for some reason I thought that even though no one in the world can achieve it, I thought I could. So I tried Proactiv and it was horrible for me. I know it works for some people, this is just my personal experience. My skin has like always been more on the oily side, but it's also pretty sensitive too. Obviously, it's very sensitive to Proactiv because I think I only used it for like 2 weeks, and that was me like trying to power through, like, I'm gonna do it. I didn't even make it through the 30-day trial thing because it was so bad for me. It dried my skin out horribly. I was like flaking everywhere, and it did not help my acne at all. It just dried out my skin. So that's my Proactiv story. I know it works for some people. If you want to try it, definitely still try it. I hope it works for you. But I feel like when it comes to skincare, it's just, there's no one product that's going to work for everyone. So what didn't work for me may be a lifesaver for you. So please go ahead and try it if you want to. Just proceed with caution. But I feel that applies to anything involving skincare. Proceed with caution. Listen to your body. If you feel like you need to stop something, stop it. And that's all I have to say on that. Okay, the next topic is makeup. What foundation do you use? I actually, in the past year, had given up foundation altogether. I never have been a huge fan of foundation. It just feels too heavy on my skin, and I don't like that. I like a really lightweight feel. I like for my skin to be able to breathe. I like to not have to worry about it like streaking if I like, you know, brush an eyelash off my cheek or something like that. So I now only use, I have not used foundation in 8 months probably. I only use now, this is the Tarte BB Cream Tinted Primer with SPF 30 in it. This is all I use. I know it says it's a tinted primer, but it's really more of a BB cream. It's very light to medium coverage. It's perfect. It gives me a little bit of coverage, just enough so it like evens out my skin tone. And I know it has sunscreen in it, so it protects my skin from the sun, which is awesome, especially here in California. And I usually I try to pull really long days with my makeup because most mornings I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm usually out the door by 5 or 6. Wow, yeah, that's really early. And then sometimes I don't get home until after midnight. So like, I can potentially be in my makeup for 18 plus hours. So I love things that are not heavy, I love things that last, and this thing does the job for me. How about concealer? I think last year when I did this video, I said that I use concealer more than I use foundation, which is not true anymore. I have learned to use less concealer, which is awesome for me. Now I just do my BB cream and I do concealer under my eyes. And for under my eyes, I still use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer in the brightening shade. Again, little triangles under my eyes, blend it out with a beauty blender. It's great. If I need a little more coverage, if I have an area that's like super red or something that's like really hyperpigmented, or if I have a little bit of a breakout, I use the same concealer but in the fair shade, so it has a little more coverage. If I have something really, really bad, which thankfully has not happened in a long time, like I feel like I should knock on wood or something just for saying that. But if I need even more coverage, I do the Benefit Boing Concealer, which is awesome for coverage. Do you know your undertone color? I think we've decided, I think the general consensus is that I have cool undertones, and I agree with that because I've noticed, especially over the last year, that lip colors that are more cool toned look better on me. So like, cool toned reds I can do, cool toned pinks I can do, warm toned reds and pinks, not so much. So, cool tones. What do you think of fake eyelashes? There's definitely a time and a place for them. Growing up, acting, modeling, dancing, I used fake eyelashes a lot. I don't mind them, they don't bother me personally because I think I've gotten used to them now. But it's definitely not something I would do every day just because it's unnecessary and it's pretty extra. If you want to, you do you. But for me, on the daily, I like just kind of a get up and go, like as low key as possible. I still use them for photo shoots. If I happen to be doing modeling that week, I use them. If I were ever to go on stage again, then yes, they're mandatory for stage. If I were to dance again, yes, they're mandatory for dance. But since I've been in Los Angeles, I've been doing exclusively film and television, and for that it's not necessary because the camera is so close up that fake eyelashes would look fake. Did you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? I did know that. My mascaras don't usually make it 3 months because it's still one of my favorite products and I still use it probably more than anything else. If I were to ever make it to 3 months, then yes, I would replace it. But they usually don't make it that long. Sephora or MAC? I personally am not a huge fan of MAC's products. They're very pretty, the packaging is gorgeous. I just don't like the effects as much for me, so I'm gonna go with Sephora, especially because they carry so many different brands. Like, you can always find what you want at Sephora. Do you have a MAC Pro card? No, I do not, and that's because, like I've said, I don't really go to MAC that much. What makeup tools do you use in a makeup application? I definitely still use my beauty blender, but I pretty much only use that for my concealer now. For everything else, I use brushes. Most of them are from Sigma. My main brush that I love is my Kabuki brush from Sigma. I will link it down below. You should definitely check it out. It's amazing. Do you use a primer for your eyes? Yes, I do. I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original, not the new one. I like the original better. I can't say why. I don't really know how to articulate it, but I just like the original better. Primer for the face. Yes, I use two currently. I use the Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer, which I like a lot, and it's drugstore. It's like $6. It's amazing. And then I use the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water, which I also love. If I know I'm gonna have a long day in my makeup, that thing is like glue for your face. What is your favorite eyeshadow? My favorite palette of the moment is the Tarte Lip and Bloom palette. It is gorgeous. Ah. Do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? I use a gel liner. I do like the smudge stick eyeliners, and I like felt tip liquid eyeliners. How often do you poke yourself in the eye with an eyeliner applicator? Luckily, not very often. What do you think of pigmented eyeshadows? I like pigmented shadows so long as they blend really well, and so long as I don't really like a whole lot of color on my eyes. I like to keep my color on my lips. But if it's like a pigmented neutral, I'm all for it. What is your favorite lipstick? My current favorite lipstick is this one from Makeup Forever. It is in the shade Rogue Artist Intense. It's gorgeous, just like a light pink. I love it. How about lip gloss? My favorite lip gloss of the moment is Buxom in the shade Allison. Surprise, surprise. What's your favorite blush to use? I love the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. My favorite one is this one in this palette. It's called Love. It's amazing. Do you buy your makeup on eBay? No, I feel like that's a little sketchy. Do you like drugstore makeup? I do, so long as it works well. If I can save a buck, I'm all for it. Have you ever been to a cosmetic company outlet? I still have not, but I still really want to. Have you ever taken makeup classes? Yes, I have. Several of the agencies I've worked with throughout my career want you to take makeup classes, so I've taken them. And then my current agent right now used to be a makeup artist, so I learned a lot from her. Are you clumsy when putting on makeup? I feel like I've gotten better. I still tend to get a little bit of mascara, like in the eyeliner region. What are you doing? Don't chew on that. But I feel like that's not the most tragic thing in the world. What's a makeup crime that you hate? Several. When people's foundation doesn't match their actual skin, when people wear too much mascara, when people, oh, I hate the current eyebrow trend. I hate it. If it looks like you're putting eyeliner on your eyebrows, no, don't do it. It looks horrible. Please get that off of my Insta feed. Do you like colorful shades of makeup? I do. I prefer to keep my color on my lips and to keep my eyes and my cheeks and everything else pretty neutral, but I love, love, love adventurous lip colors. Which celebrity always has great makeup? I love Jennifer Aniston's makeup. It always is like a natural but chic type vibe, and that's kind of what I try to do, so I love hers. Brie Larson also has a fabulous makeup artist, whoever does her makeup. I love you. I feel like there's so many, but I feel like those are my main two. If you could leave the house using just one makeup product, what would it be? Either pressed powder or mascara, depending on how I'm feeling that day. Could you ever leave the house without makeup? Yes, and I do often. If you ever are in Burbank, California, and you see a little troll running around Ralph's or Kroger or Target without makeup, it's probably me. Do you think you look good without makeup? I'm fine with how I look without makeup. It definitely is different, but it's literally the most natural thing you can do, so it doesn't bother me. So long as like I'm having a good skin day, then I'm fine without makeup. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? Tarte. I'm a Tarte junkie all the way. If they want to sponsor me, I will say yes in a heartbeat. If anyone ever wants to get me a present, anything from Tarte will suffice. I love them. I cannot say it enough. That is my absolute favorite. What do you think of makeup? I love it. I don't think we'd be here if I didn't love it. It's a hobby, it's a passion. I'm working on making it a talent. But we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below telling me what your makeup favorites are. Also leave me a comment if there's any videos you want to see me do. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!